if I have to have a light on or be cooking. And the rest of the detailed procedure of us working on this thing, oh, nature. Can't escape nature. The rest of that is going to be going on the Step 2 channel. So let's get cracking on the bus. Come on, old stealthy, you can do her. Ho ho! We got juice! Yay! Oh, yes. Beautiful. Professor Squeegee do his job there. Stealth bus. Installed a cot. It's not really installed, it's just sitting there. But I couldn't wait to get out and camp in this thing, so we've done the bare minimum that we can to make it even remotely stealthy. We got tint on the windows, and that's about it. So the only place I could figure that would work is outside of a school bus yard. And provided the people who work for the school bus company don't see an oddball bus out there they don't recognize, we should be able to not draw any attention from police or anything like that. So I'm going to try and get some more things to black out the windows here. And that'll help if I need a light on in here tonight. I will just try and make it as dark as possible. From the outside, you shouldn't be able to see anything once we get the blackout on the windows. So far the search is going, not good. I'm looking for that landscaping fabric to stop weeds from coming through. And I just want to glue that in on the inside here and there to try and make it a little more blacked out. So I've got one more place to check. Trusty old Canadian Tire. If they don't have it, I don't know who will. Oh, perfect success. Got 50 feet of this stuff, 3 foot by 50 foot. Got the thickest they sell. This stuff's guaranteed for 20 years. And what I like about this, instead of like a tarp or that little blackout paper, is this is not going to crinkle if it moves around. It's got a nice non-reflective surface on it. And I have used before those poster board things, and of course with humidity in the air they just crinkle up and fall off. So purely temporary measure. It took every ounce of self-control to not just buy everything I needed in there to furnish this quite nicely, because running out of sunlight, then we got to get this thing stealthed up a little bit. So eventually we will get like a rudimentary setup going in here. And we're not just going to rush into ripping out the ceilings and everything. There's 1,000,001 van shows about that and bus conversions. So we're going to take it step by step. This is, we want to do it properly and what's going to work for us. So there will be like a shower of some kind in here, a bed, and a little kitchen thing. And that's pretty much what most of our needs are when we're on the road for multiple weeks. So we will find a less obvious parking spot to install this stuff on. Around back the store, beside the no camping sign, we'll start cutting this stuff, putting it on the windows, and we'll do a light test when it gets a little darker and see how much of the light that blocks out. I hope a lot. Yes. Poverty curtains. This is exactly the type of stuff that they put in your lease agreement not to use in your windows of your apartment. So I got some magnetic hooks. I love my magnets. And that should work quite good here. Stick on a magnet, cut it to length, another small piece for the bottom. That gets rid of this back window issue quite nicely. Nobody's seeing through this, I'll say that. Beautiful. So these back windows already have a little bit of tint on them. It looks like the windows have been dipped or something factory, so this will be perfect. And with a little more of this on the tinted windows, I don't know, seeming a little stealthy to me already. Oh yeah, got a hole nice. Love it when it does that. And you can still see a bit of light coming in, but from the outside, I think that's going to be pretty tricky to see. Well, from the outside, I've even shocked myself. Looks just fine. You can't see the fabric. Moving right around. Oh, how about that? That's great. So I've got a little more time than I thought before it gets dark. So I'm going to see what I can find to further furnish this thing for a cozy, comfy night. Back here. All of this stealth shield has made the place a little bit dingy. So, made a quick stop and picked up a few things, including some lighting, which should make this place downright domestic, I think. Layer one. Oh, the perfect fit. The perfect fit. Yeah. No measuring around here. If I did measure, it would somehow not fit, but just with the ancient art of eyeballing it, we got it spot on. Is it that new home smell in here? Splendid. Okay. This is looking more like home already. Amazing what a little cheap furniture and a little light can do. It's on there, double-sided tape. Oh, I guess it's not really on there very good. Maybe a little more double-sided tape or something better. But yeah, we're not going too far with that. And our sun is just about set in 15 minutes. So then we got a half an hour of twilight. And then after that, we're going to have a very good idea of how much light is coming out of the sides of this thing. And we'll have to do a little partition up at the front, but we'll save that for now. This is pure luxury. And it's nice and bear resistant. It'll at least give me the time to make it to the front and drive away if there's an issue. So, yeah, a little more double-sided tape. Pulled up here down the road to where I plan to park for the night. And you may understand why. Once I turn around here and show you what's on the other side. So, yeah, it looks like it generally belongs in the area. And if there's anybody driving around at night, school bus there, school bus is there, it's not going to stand out. If you're driving a sketchy vehicle, that's when you're going to have problems. Or if they see you walking around with a camera out here filming something. So we're going to get back in, turn on the lights, and then we do our light check and see see how the lights appear from the outside. But yes, there's been some lighting upgrades. Now, I've turned on our dome lights, and I'm going to turn this one on too. This one is right up against the window, and I don't have anything in yet to block the light. I know this will be a little bit visible through there, but I'm sure we can find something to cover that up. So this is about as light as it could possibly be in here before I put in more lights. And just go outside. Our door as if I should get that lock fixed one day. Okay, so from the back of the bus, I don't see really too much there. Yeah, so you can kind of see the lights, particularly this one here through the window. But with that covered up, it should be just fine. Anyone casually driving by is not going to notice the faint glow from inside of this bus. Because to me, it looks pretty stealthy and blending in plain sight with all these other buses. This is great. Perfect. Aha. I'm just stealthing away here. Of course, no step twos because we're in carrying control of the vehicle. And yeah, the heater issue, I was going to cook on that. That's going to have to wait because it's not really starting for me. I got a couple of old rusty propane cylinders, those little green ones, and it's not liking them one bit. Thankfully, I bring backup food with me. Salami and old cheddar. Can't go wrong with that. It's fancy salami too. See, we got that on there. Yes, I love you, Jenny. So, shout in on this. Yeah, no step two, obviously, for legal reasons. But don't worry about that. We're definitely going to have some in a future video here real soon. So I will thank all the folks who are dining with me tonight in spirit and having their own step twos. Thank you all so much. Yeah. Well, I've eaten worse, but I don't know what these things are in here. I'm guessing they're kale or arugula or something like that. Maybe a fancy lettuce. I'm more of a leaf lettuce guy. But I'm going to shut this light down here fairly quickly because this is a roundabout here, and I'm parked right on the one edge of it. Oh, that's spicy. It's good. And if I'd planned it out better, the light, this little guy here, would be on the other side of the thing because that's the non-road side, you know. There's no sidewalk over there or anything. So if there was light shining there, it would be a lot less conspicuous than somebody trying to turn around and seeing this humongous beacon blasting through the window. Well, at any rate, I'll chow down on this. And yeah, we got the bus to a functional point. And I really don't want this thing to turn into a 10-year journey where, like my truck camper, it never gets done. I want it to be like functional right off the start, and then slow improvements come along as quickly as they can. So we're going to try it out like this. We'll throw in a couple more permanent cot type of things, and that will allow us to assess where we're going to actually want everything, how we want it laid out, and then we're going to go for it. But I think for right now, we actually have a fairly functional camper, and it's going to see a lot of use over the next little bit here. So I'm going to munch on this, crawl into bed, and hopefully get up. Who am I kidding? I'm not going to get up before the bus people are getting in their buses to go to school. I'm just praying that the shop manager won't come around and think this was dropped off for some reason, or, you know, maybe somebody bought a new bus that they're going to put back in service. I don't know. We'll see. But cheers all. There shouldn't be any issues with, you know, any of the police that would drive past on a patrol. This would look completely in place. Oh, yeah. Cheers, everyone. See you in the morning. Look, it's lightly breaded.
Presenting Tyson lightly breaded boneless chicken bites.
Sheba.